It's the Flow Friday Sports Show here on Flow FM, and there's always some softball going on, rain, hail or shine, and it's time to find out all about what's going on in the world of Gawler and district softball with the president, Veg Ingram. Veg, good to be with you again. How are you getting on?
Much better today, Ellis. The weather's much nicer than it was on Saturday, for sure.
Yes, I can concur with that. And Veg, just speaking of last weekend, a few disruptions, unfortunately. We did have some senior men's action unfold, and thank goodness for that. So we'll start there. Just tell us how the Giants got on in their respective game.
Yeah, so luckily the men did get to play on Friday night, but unfortunately they lost against last year's Division 2 Premiers Hillbillies, 5-9. While their defence was strong, they did struggle a little bit with the Hillbillies pitcher to score those runs. But as you know, the women didn't play due to the terrible weather we had on Saturday, and my heart goes out to all the people that have been affected by the recent floods.
Yeah, and we echo those sentiments. Just speaking about the softball side of things, though, no juniors games because of the pageant commitments. So there was no juniors on the weekend, and obviously no seniors either because of the games being washed out. So no retrospective action to touch on this week outside of the men's Friday action, Veg. So let's press ahead and preview what's coming this weekend. So tell us about what's going to be unfolding on the under-14 mounds this weekend.
Right, so for the under-14s, we have two games. Trinity will be taking on Trinity this week, so red versus yellow. It should be a friendly game as most of the players are still learning it. So it should be a good game to watch. It'll be, I'm pretty sure, hang on, you're going to have to redo that, Ellis. Sorry, that was terrible.
That's all right. Okay.
Do you want to just do it again?
Yeah, just go whenever you're ready.
So Trinity will be playing Trinity this week in the under-14s, the red team versus the yellow. It should be a fairly friendly match as most of the players are still learning the game, which is great to see them get out there and give it a go. In the other under-14, we have Giants versus Kangas. So I reckon this one will actually be a fairly close, evenly matched game. So it could be a good one to watch. So that's happening at 9:30am on Diamond 2.
Alrighty, now we've only got one under-17s game happening this weekend. So give us a preview of what we should expect with that one.
So Giants will be taking on Kangas in the under-17s at 11:30am on Diamond 2. This will be a good matchup. Both teams have some experienced players. They both have good pitchers, and there's some really big hitters on both sides. So it should be a really good, evenly matched game to watch.
And Veg, for the uninitiated when it comes to dynamics in softball, missing a week of action, can it do a whole lot in terms of the psyche players have going into their next rounds of games? It might sound a bit silly coming out of a massive off-season, but obviously momentum is key, and when all action grinds to a halt, does that have much of a negative impact at all on any of the teams at senior level?
I think it depends on the ages. I know with the younger kids, they're always biting to get out there and give it a go. So I think they'll be waiting in anticipation. Hopefully the games will go ahead on Saturday to play. I think that they definitely want to get out there. With the seniors, there's definitely a lot of people that have been playing for 10, 20, 30 plus years. So they want to get back out there. But for some of our older ones as well, I think just having a week or so break does the old body some good just to recuperate a little bit more, ready for the next game coming in, and also getting a few more trainings in as well before you actually go onto the field is a benefit. But I think most people are really looking forward to getting back on the diamond again.
All right, let's talk about the seniors action. Tell us what we should anticipate in the Div 2 side of things, Veg.
So Division 2 at 2pm, we have Giants versus Blue Jays on Diamond 2. The experience of the Giants team will be taking on the youth of the Blue Jays team. So Blue Jays juniors will be very quick moving around the diamond. The Giants will really need to focus on their defence, but they do have a little bit more experience in how to play the game. So that one should be a good one to watch, and it's fantastic. I say it every week. It's great to see Blue Jays having so many little juniors that are coming up and stepping up, not only playing in the under-14s and the under-17s, but also joining into the senior divisions and really integrating them within the club, which is fantastic. The other Division 2 game will be played at 4 o'clock, Kangas versus Two Wells. This will be on Diamond 1. So both teams will be coming off a loss from the last round they played. So both of them will be hoping for a win this week.
All right, let's talk about Div 1, the big ticket games. So give us your previews for what the two games might look like in terms of how they unfold on Saturday, Veg.
Yeah, so at 2 o'clock we have Kangas Blue versus Two Wells. Kangas are still working out the best combinations for their Division 1 teams to make sure they get the right battery sorted. That's the pitcher and the catcher in both teams. So this will be a really close game against last season's premiers, Two Wells. I really couldn't pick the winner in this one. I think that'll be the game to watch. The other game for Division 1 will be played at 4 o'clock, and that is Giants versus Kangas Grey. So Kangas, as you know, are pretty strong with the bat. The Giants will really need to focus on their defence and really show some aggressive base running this week.
All right, Veg, just tell us about the charitable theme that we're focusing on for this week as well.
So this weekend, because we share the reserve with the Gawler Rangers Baseball Club, they're actually running canteen this week, as they did last week. So I think the next softball club that we're running canteen will be in December, and that will be Two Wells. So I will give a bit of an update closer to the time as to when their special round's coming up.
Fantastic stuff. Veg, Ingram, all the best with everything going on this weekend. Hope and pray that the games do go ahead. I'm sure they will. Thank you for your time on the Flow Friday Sports Show. We'll speak to you next week.
Fantastic. Enjoy your weekend.